It's a very rare four-person quiz, which means we only have 3 questions. And I was thinking, I know you guys don't always love the quiz. If we add 3 more panelists, there will be no questions in the quiz.
Better get to it. Chop, chop.
Quizmaster will be fired. Belief or make belief, GM Brad Treliving will feel the urgency to make a trade sooner rather than later to find a fit on right wing for Auston Matthews. Belief or make belief? Oh.
I'm going to say belief. It is a team sport. It's about the 2 points, but Auston Matthews is the guy that has to be cooking for the Toronto Maple Leafs to get anywhere. They've mowed through 4 guys on his right side, and you have to find the right fit. Easton Cowan's a nice story, but maybe it's a veteran guy you have to go out there and get.
I'm saying make believe because Brad Treliving has been quite public saying, I'm looking for a top 6 forward. So I think the urgency is there. He just needs to find the right fit.
And make believe for me as well, because even though you go out and seek someone doesn't necessarily mean that's going to be the right fit either. And you've seen Michelli out there distributing the puck and Easton Cowan. I think you let it percolate. We're only 4 games in right now, boys.
I'm going with belief. I think that Brad Treliving absolutely is already feeling the pressure. But come on, you know, to Noodle's point, he's been looking for that top 6 forward, specifically on the wing, for several months. They're not easy to find.
When the insider says belief.
You knew you did the right thing.
The Leafs have only 2 alternate captains this season after going with 3 since 2019. Who would be your choice to join Morgan Riley and John Tavares in the extended leadership group if they did it? This is one of those hypotheticals that Torts used to hate. Willie Nylander, Chris Tanev, Jake McCabe, or Matthew Knies Cheryl?
Chris Tanev, impact and action speaks volumes. And to me, you look at the guy, I mean, he leads by example. I mean, his identity is Craig Berube, isn't it, guys? So when you look at that, the ability to be a warrior out there, to block shots, you know, just reeks of playoff hockey. To me, this guy gets a letter.
Absolutely. For me, it's Chris Tanev. He's a guy that does everything the right actions, a quiet leader, no jibs. You know that he's paid a price to be a leader, get an A on his jersey.
I'm going to go Matthew Knies. I'll always pick a forward for this. You guys are all maybe doing Tanev. But Matthew Knies is a stud player, and he's really consistent. He puts up points, and he plays the same way with the same intensity every night. I thought he made massive strides last year in the leadership department, fights in Vegas. Matthew Knies is my guy.
Nah, I'm on the Tanev train, Chris Tanev, and for all the reasons that you guys talked about. But look, we know that Craig Berube loves the experience and old school toughness, and Chris Tanev has that in abundance.
I believe there may be some groans or perhaps screams from the audience when I list the potential answers of the following question. 1 week into Matthew Schaefer's NHL career, the sensational 18-year-old has drawn comparisons to Cale Makar from Winnipeg head coach Scott Arniel. So we ask, who does Schaefer remind you of most? They're reading it already on the bottom. Makar, Quinn Hughes, Hall of Famer Scott Niedermayer, or Bobby Orr. Now, the Quizmaster is saying we're not talking about his career. He's not saying he's going to be Bobby Orr. He's talking about style of play. Stop screaming at your TV. Noodles.
I argued with the Quizmaster because I wanted Sandis Ozolinsh, but I am going with Quinn Hughes.
Sorry,
Quinn
Sandis.
Hughes, great skater, obviously distributes the puck. Schaefer is an unbelievable skater and obviously projects to be a superstar in this league, but it is very early, so I'll say Quinn Hughes.
It would have been really funny if Sandis Ozolinsh was on the bottom.
Off the board.
Weekend, these comparisons are rich, even for the Quizmaster, but I'm going to agree with the coach, Cale Makar. Every time Cale Makar at the World Juniors, same with Schaefer, stepped on the ice, they made something happen, and that's what you want them to do in their pro career. Skating is everything for these guys to make something happen.
Yeah, an egregious question, really. Look, Cale Makar is more explosive. We can see that in the bona fide richness of his offense. Quinn Hughes is a better defender, and I think Schaefer is going to be all of the above. Not better than those guys. I'm just saying right now he compares more to Quinn Hughes.
Yeah, I'm with you on egregious, and so I'm going to say Makar-esque when I look at that. And it's the efficiency of his skating. I mean, just unbelievable that he can hit top speed with or without the puck. He's balanced on his feet. I mean, he's got IQ, and I think his defensive game is certainly going to grow as he goes. So I'm looking at Cale Makar.
The Quizmaster would like me to repeat, he is just talking about style of play. He's not saying already that Matthew Schaefer is going to be the next one of those guys mentioned, but he's off to a terrific start to his young career. That's the quiz.
The quiz on TSN is presented by Harvey's. Add crispy jalapenos and ghost pepper sauce to your Harvey's Angus burger and poutine. Now that's smoking hot. Harvey's, it's a beautiful thing.